Oh,
The
Madman.
Pebbles, Madman, Lodestone,
That's right.
Engineer, and Parasite, I think.
That's right. Yeah, so keeping that in mind here, we got the third pick now for WOP Dash. Go with that Parasite and Magnus already. We're gonna just a strong overall start. The carries, especially when a player like Proboscis in the game, always intriguing here. See what they end up with. Mbopingu also proven to be a strong carry player himself, as we've been seeing here lately. Gonna go with Blitz here. Their third pick, not your typical. Usually some good reason for that. I think Blitz tends to be more of a man-up lane kind of support.
Yeah, has that extra move speed and the mobility. Good at allowing people to escape, and also does have a lot of burst with the stun as well, and the slow. So it's an interesting hero, at least. And, definitely viable in my opinion, but also a niche pick, kind of. Gives a little bit of defensive abilities as well as the offensive.
Okay, they're going to go Deadlift here as their third pick, so I'm sure that'll end up with Denver Pro most likely. In that jungle most likely here.
Yep, I think you're right. So seems like a double jungle so far. So possibly a dual mid or two short lanes with a 2 versus 1 situation. Um, yeah.
Definitely don't have their carry yet. In fact, neither side does. Something tells me we're going to see a good amount of carry bans here. Got Puppet Master already. Taken out by Mbopingu. Now back to Mint and so on. I'm sure Sandwraith is very likely going to be one of those.
Yeah, I think so too. Also, Dark Lady is it comes out there since Magebane is not there. I think Dark Lady might be one of the strongest carries left there, but is taken out now. Sandwave, of course, still there. Gets removed. I can also understand why he's banning Puppet and Arachna. I mean, Pebbles and Lodestone Initiation, and then just having that extra CC from something like an Arachna or Puppet or slow mobility, that's very powerful. So I can understand why he's taking out these range carries. Also, Probask is kind of an advocate of not getting too many melees on the same team, and he already has 3, so he's probably looking for a ranged hero.
Yeah.
Did I just DC?
No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you. Okay, I just got out. Okay, I'm back in the lobby apparently. I'll try and relog here.
Oh, it kind of kicked you out there, yeah.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes, yeah, with these Haunter lobbies, so.
Okay.
Let's reconnect and maybe get back into it. We see Silhouette there and Oogie. So yeah, really as expected, very just overall carry heavy bans. Fresh, again, he's pointing out the range carry idea. Definitely something that they maybe want to lean towards. We'll see what they decide with these options that are left here. As for WOP Dash, they're going to have that fourth pick. Will they choose that carry here first, or maybe go the perhaps Suicide route here instead? We'll see. Again, it kind of also depends if they're going to be doing some sort of man-up. Guess they could have the possibility of something like a Blitz Magnus already, but
Yeah.
could have another hero to go with that.
Definitely.
Oh, I was thinking Rally. Should have said it.
Yeah.
Darn.
I was thinking Prisoner a bit, but then I was thinking, that can't be because it's pretty vulnerable up there, and Rally is definitely a way better option, as offensive as well as defensive. So he could be up there. They could have Magnus mid, and then Blitz can kind of roam around and find its place wherever he thinks he can make kills happen. So it's a pretty strong lineup so far. Now they have the carry as the last pick, whatever they choose to get. It's definitely going to be something against Lodestone probably. So they have to figure out a hero that does well against him.
Not Wild Soul.
Oh,
He's
not
banned
Wild.
anyways.
Yeah. Unless you're slapped, then you pick the Wild Soul into Lodestone. Full confidence.
Saw that earlier. Yeah, it didn't really work out the best. So, yeah, now we got Fresh here. Yeah, we're putting
I'm
a
still
lot of
surprised
thought.
that War Beast is up. That's my thought. But it goes on bad through everything.
Yeah, these two teams don't seem like Warby's teams, I guess. As odd as that may sound, I mean, he is just overall such a strong hero, of course. But yeah, that's again what makes it intriguing from games to game as far as matchups here and what we see banned and picked as results. So they get Rhapsody, get a little more group up, push potential even. with that deadlift perhaps. But yeah, that range carry definitely seemed like that's going to be a possibility here. Ooh, Ravener. How about that? We're going to see Ravener for the second time today. Out of nowhere, it feels like. Okay, that's their carry, too. So this is a very greedy, like, they're tired of playing these long games, is what I think this lineup says.
This is a group up and fight and find the kills, force the fights. Yeah, for sure. But very aggressive, and I think Blitz can basically be in any lane and make something happen. So it's interesting to see. Goes with the Madman again. And yeah, it's a decent hero against a strong lineup like this, where you need to survive and still get the farm, and Madman can definitely get that done.
Whoa!
Pro Busk on Pebbles, okay.
Yeah.
So Pebbles Rhapsody mid. Then what? Wait, Bunny Lover Deadlift. Are they remaking?
I haven't seen anything about a remake.
None of them are playing their standard hero at the moment. Only a different guy is, I guess, in Lodestone.
That
the rest
is
are
so true.
just playing something new.
What? Yeah, Slotsky's on Raps. What is going on here? I mean, there's no, unless like chat disconnected or something like that. But yeah, there was no chat going on. So this is a conscious decision. It looks like to do as they did. That is interesting.
Bunny Lover normally playing support, going for the deadlift here, and Slaska normally playing initiator, playing the support.
Yeah.
Rhapsody. Denver Pro normally playing the jungle, goes for the Madman carry. Pro Busk plays Pebbles from time to time for sure, but yeah, interesting.
Well then, yeah, I mean both teams kind of end up with this idea, especially with the roles and everything of who's playing what. This is going to be this is not going to be a long game. I mean, there's no way this goes nearly as long as the last one went, especially. Both teams are going to really be trying to make fights happen. At least that's the idea on paper with what we have right here. So, I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. But, yeah, seeing Pro Busk on the Pebbles, I guess that's not that strange. It's just how it kind of trickled down from there.
Yeah.
But
I hope they're picking up on it, that who is playing what here, and then expecting, okay, Pro Busk is always safe lane. Maybe he's doing that again here. Even though I would like to see Pebbles Rhapsody mid here, honestly, and Redman short and Lodestone bottom, but they're doing their own thing here.
Huh. Yeah, well, we'll see what they're able to accomplish with this. Also, that point that you're getting at, too, I mean, they're running very heavy melee. This is the 4 melee lineup surrounding the Rhapsody range here, so there's that as well. I guess actually both teams are very heavy melee now looking at it. There's only one range hero on either side. Both happen to be the supports even. So, interesting there.
That's right.
A lot of clusters going on.
Gotta make it easier for Lodestone to land Shadow Storms too. I mean, these big AoE combos and ultimates, it's gonna be easier because people need to get in range to pound in auto attacks, and as a result, they're gonna clump up more. So a hero like Behemoth is also good. Magnus has a huge chance to make some really great eruptions this game.
See Blitz right away, putting pressure on a Madman here. What the hell's up with Blitz and the skin? This is that new water skin. There's like water like always below her. That looks weird. Anyways, she's
Riptide Blitz.
Yeah, it kind of is. It feels that way. Wonder if Riptide was next to her, if he'd be invis. OP avatar there.
Can your opponent see that? Because then, like, you can't really juke them as effectively. So.
I think so, yeah. So that's actually a good point. That's kind of a downside to the avatar then to go with.
Like a star behind you all the time.
Yeah, it's a good point to bring up. But yeah, so he's gonna again apply pressure as much as he can to Mammoth. Mammoth's doing a good job with that stock, but gonna eventually run out of mana here, of course. So we'll have to deal with it another way. Middle lane matchup. Looks like some nice, fun chat going on. Rally versus Lodestone here. That's interesting. That ended up like this.
Usually in most of these melee matchups, they're gonna trade off for him. Both be on about 300 GPM. But yeah, 270 at the moment, and we'll have to see. But I predict they're gonna be 300, 350 if no kills are gonna happen. I don't really think anyone has the edge here. Maybe Rally gets the extra damage from the passive now, so he has a little bit extra edge on Lodestone there, but it's not too much.
You got the top lane, Pebbles. This is the definition of free farm up here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any contest, as we've seen some early adjustments here from the Legion side. Magnus, Cookies, he's down here at the bottom now, kind of playing as a secondary support, returning to more of a tri lane now. Maybe going to try to get Madman. Well, if he goes too far up, not expecting Magnus to be here. Oh, jeez. But he's invis, so yeah, I think he just showed himself too, so. I don't know if he poked out actually enough, but yeah, well, no matter what, he's going to go back to the pole camp and instead go ahead and do one of those rather than hang around. So that invis rune saving the life of Madman there. Gonna be fine here.
The downside of Magnus roaming like this is Rhapsody has now rotated mid and can maybe annoy Rally's farm a little bit. And, oh.
Going middle. Yep, Rhapsody gonna be caught here. Blitz falls up with a blitzkrieg. Magnus gets in range. And down goes Rhapsody. So, as you were saying with Magnus.
And I don't think there's, just to praise the Blitz here a bit here, there's no other support that can come in like that and still hit the stun from that distance. I mean,
yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So that's the upside of that hero. You can come in with a stun like that. They wouldn't have gotten the kill without him. So yeah, nice bloodlust, and I think Rhapsody is gonna go back top and try and pull maybe. Except that Deadlift actually is farming that, so yeah, I don't like that personally, because especially if I'm support and if I'm level 1 in this situation, I want the pull so I can get my levels and actually be effective and not just feed, as we just saw there, be an easy target. Blitz does have stacks down here, so he actually has a level almost level 5 if he wants to, but they're going for Madman, it looks like.
They're going to try for it. Will they get it? It's another question. Blitz again follows with that blitzkrieg. The invis, it's not going to be good enough. Wow, it actually almost got really close, but not enough in the end, and Blitz actually the one to finish him off. So, yeah, this Blitz support proving to be a pretty solid choice here in the end. Again, not your typical, but pointing out the gap closer that he has and the way to be very aggressive, especially early on in the game, is definitely paying off here in their favor. Double damage rune bottled up at Rally. He takes the death grip, but he got it first. So, going to be fine here. Goes back to middle now. So yeah, both short lane farmers are doing very well. I'm really intrigued to see Mapingu here on Ravener and what he does. Again, we saw the Elder Parasite earlier. Is that going to be the same here? We'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah. This is a short lane farmer, not just the initiate type that the Fuzzy was supposed to be in the other game. So definitely some heavier carry items, I would assume.
Yeah, no, that Sanitarius actually is something we could possibly see on him too. Yeah, that's the thing too. I guess the Abyssal Skull is probably not as relevant anymore because you don't go into the jungle and farm the stacks. And I mean, you still can, of course, but it doesn't have the charges. So
the E should be enough, honestly, to farm with nowadays. I was watching that last game, and it seems to be really strong to farm jungle with. And all you kind of need is then the attack speed to make multiple procs come from that.
Yeah,
that seems to be enough. I was watching Fuzzy's skill build. He actually kept Q level 1 and then maxed the W and then maxed E after. That seemed to be working fine because all you get from Q is actually a little bit more damage, whereas I think the E adds more damage over time than the Q does.
That's fair, yeah.
He's looking for the burst here with the maxing of the Q.
Yeah.
So I can respect that too.
Yeah, this is definitely more of the earlier game. I'm going to provide more damage potential, but yeah, as the game scales on, definitely that path. I want to say passive because it kind of is, but not really anymore. It's more of a use effect is the big part of it. The static shock there, great for scaling throughout the late game with that attack speed increase, especially. So, but again, both carries farming very well. Oh yeah, Pebbles did go the Alk Bones, by the way. Didn't notice exactly when he got those, but must have been pretty damn early here.
Yeah. I think Legion is fine with that. I think they're pretty happy to see it, so they're like, okay, the Polky is not here yet. We can chill a bit.
Magnus though goes down, so maybe not going to be as much longer as they were hoping for.
Finally, the lane is pushed up, and then, yep, they kill him. So unfortunate.
Yeah, getting too comfortable there, so yeah, the portal key still going to be on track here. That's the idea. Going to go on the Alkbones first, but yeah, there's that extra value. If they weren't going up against a Parasite, then whether or not we'd see an Alchemist Bones, I mean, I guess it still would be possible. It's decent on Pebbles, especially if you're going to be a short lane farmer. And there's argument to be had, of course, but yeah, Parasite kind of gives it that extra oomph of, yeah, it's pretty good here to pick up, so makes sense there.
Blitz is actually sitting mid here. Not sure if they have the damage even with the Rally ultimate, so they need a Parasite rotation too, but I think he should farm his level 6, which he's doing right now. So yeah, it's just gonna rotate bottom again.
Man, when is Deadlift going to do something, though? He has tried a couple times, to be fair,
Yeah,
in the
he
middle
tried
lane.
mid a couple, yeah.
But he's level 7 now, jeez. I mean, he's having a good time in the jungle.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that there.
It's looking pretty good. How's the max level of the dead shall rise, so that's why he's farming really quickly here.
Figure if he's going to be... Is this... Yeah, that's also kind of a curious question as middle lane Lodestone. Yeah, too much damage between the face side, the seismic slam, Magnus leading the way. Saw port coming in, but it wasn't going to be in time, so it gets canceled. Well played there by WOP Dash. But here's a response. Death Grip. It's going to hit Parasite, but yeah, they're still kind of clumped up here, so nothing, no free kills by any means. And they're not going to go for any play right there. But no, I was going to say with Deadlift here, again, obviously he's great ganking potential, but he also has pretty good push, of course, with his creeps. And when he gets Onslaught, he doesn't have it yet, actually. But point is, should he be looking to push this top lane here soon, or is this fine that kind of let Pebbles farm it?
I think it's okay to let him farm until he has the portal key, I guess. Or, they could push it, honestly, but then they should stack the pull so that they can get the lane back and for Pebbles to farm until he has the blink. But yeah, I guess right now is honestly a fine time to push because they don't have much response from Legion. I guess Rally is level 8, the Ravenor is also, so if Magma stuns and they TP in, it could be dangerous, but pushing with Deadlift should be alright, even if he dies for 2 TPs, that should be fine.
Dude, the Legion
We got Ravenor pushing that bottom tower in. Well played there, and he actually does have a life tube here, so I think it could be that Elder Parasite. Coming out. Oh, ball lining hits, by the way. He has Blitz assisting. An easy kill as a result of it. Very good execution there. WOP Dash, again, a 4-1 lead. There's the Elder Parasite actually purchased. And going to be coming out to him, too.
And, I'm not sure what they wanted from this Madman pick, because now he's 90 GPM and he has no way of recovering.
Oh my gosh,
At this rate, he's not going to have any impact at all, so omit.
Lodestone going to be able to rocket drill away, but yeah, maybe, I mean, I guess they wanted some kind of suicide hero that at least had that carry presence as Parasite barely escapes.
Yeah,
right there, so that's kind of a backup, but you pointed out Warbeast was actually on the board still, too.
Yeah.
You could argue that was a much better opportunity of a pick if this was going to be the case. So
I haven't seen any of them actually play offlane Warbeast, but it's definitely one of the strongest heroes, and especially here in the 2 versus 1 situation. No one can... Blitz is not going to stop your wolves or kill them in time.
Yeah.
So would have been a solid choice for sure.
Oh, Pebbles from us. Kind of used to it, sure, but lots going to be riding on him and his success early. He is definitely working off of it, nearly 500 gold per minute, so he's going to have a portal key next couple of minutes here. Obviously on top of Steam Boots, on top of Valk Bones. Very good start here for Pebbles, but they're really going to need that to work, as you're pointing out. Yeah, Madman, Boots and an Iron Shield right now. There's nothing that he's going to be able to provide as far as his carry presence, especially until much, much later on in this game, if that. So, but Ravenor in the meantime, again, we're still kind of unsure as far as what to expect with a Ravenor here in this short lane, ever since kind of the new with the charge system and everything. But I assume it's potentially going to be pretty dangerous here in WOP Dash's favor. But also how he follows up this Elder Parasite now.
That's true. But still, I mean, he does deal a lot of damage here early on, and they can definitely start taking some fights if they want to. Trying to collapse mid again, and maybe if they TP in on Hillpoint side, then Ravenor TPs in too, and then they can make a 5v5 clash happen.
91 and 20 creep farm here on Pebbles. Obviously, so good there, and there's enough for the portal key, by the way, too. So, yeah, about a 12-minute portal key. Kind of the same story there. You mentioned him for Ravenor. Well, Pebbles, of course, the same boat. Get that portal key. Expecting action to really start picking up here in these next couple of minutes now.
Yeah.
From both
I think
teams.
he's going to go kill Magnus one more time, and then they might try and do something mid.
Pebbles over here. Oh, Rally. Finds what is he even doing over here? Jeez. Finds a kill on Rhapsody, though. I'm sure she was just caught off guard as we were.
Yeah.
All the way up here.
Actually, a nice ward they have over here from Blitz. Good vision, and they're actually pushing this tower, so they have full vision, and that's why Rhapsody died. And, that's a tier 2, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
At least they get the mid tower in tier 1 and mid. That's a huge tower to bring down in terms of map control. Opens up ganks from the mid lane towards the enemy or Legion jungle. So now they have to worry about that at least, or they have to. That's good for a mid.
And Rally just got his portal key though too.
Okay.
So he basically got the same timing of portal key just about as Pebbles. Granted, it's a little bit different, sure, but yeah, Rally's 400 gold per minute about. So he's got that now to work with.
Yeah, picks up an Invis room. They do see it here, so.
Not close enough though.
Yeah, Pebbles moving over. So it could be dangerous. Looking like a fight is getting close here.
Pebbles rotating in the area. Obviously, they know by now he has that portal key. Not much of a surprise anymore, but whether or not he's able to get any kills out of it's not the question. He's also level 11, so he's hitting extra hard here.
Yeah. Good job by Slasker. He's really putting a lot of effort into the mid lane here, trying to void it up and devoid, and he's coming out ahead so far in that battle. And allows Lodestone to pick up a bit more farm.
Here's some roam now. Magnus, Invis. Got WOP dash. Thinking about trying to go to this middle lane. Now, Revward over here is about to wear off, actually, from mid. In fact, there we go. But another one's put down as Rally jumps in, though, but a little too much. So here comes the lightning shackles from Blitz, but he overstays his welcome. To go down. Ends up being support for support. Make it a support and initiator for a support. And Rhapsody actually going to be resurrected here by Deadlift as well. So definitely works out much better for mid there.
Yep.
That plays out.
For sure. Yeah, you gotta remember that deadlift factor too, and they can also deny the tier 1 mid here if they choose to. So yeah, it's a good swing for mid. And, they gotta remember those gravestones if they want to come out ahead.
Gotta be able to take those out. So yeah, going a little too deep, but I gotta say it's kind of interesting how both of the short lane farmers, who happen to be very aggressive potential heroes, have still kind of yet to really get involved too much. I mean, both are 1-0-1, but still. Especially Pebbles. I mean, really haven't seen him move too much yet.
I think it's also a response to that carry is not as strong. You know, if one team had a mage being or dark lady, I think you would see way more roam and fighting from one team, and that's not the case here. Revenant does TP top, and Madman is trying to find any kind of farm here, but as soon as he goes top and shows himself, Revenant TP's there, and they want to gank him. So he really has no room this game.
Cleaning out the ancients
Magnus
here.
top.
Yeah, Magnus, Death Grip. Trying to wrap it around, be sneaky, but Magnus picked up on it.
Yep.
Doesn't get caught, so he's fine there. You do see Deadlift out middle lane, actually, Pebbles. Thought he might have been going right there, but again, they fall back just quick enough. And actually...
Yeah, Deadlift is actually in a pretty, not that great spot, but they don't dare to come in onto him. Pebbles is nearby.
Here we go off to the side, the top rune area. Magnus going to go on Rhapsody. Rhapsody will fall. Lightning Shackles hit several heroes. Here comes Losa with a Shatterstorm, though. Hits a couple, including taking out Magnus right there. Parasite also going to fall off to the side, but now Ravener jumping in. Looking to pick off this Deadlift. One more auto attack. Not enough, actually. The plated creep is just too tanky. Oh, my God. He still survives. And he attacked the creep, but Rally finally will kill him. Using that Lion's Pride right there. But now Ravener. Oh, what a juke from Ravener. Using the ball lightning port. Wow. However, the poor man's portal key Chuck will secure the kill. Oh, beautiful play by Mbapingo. Just not enough, though. Double tap for Probusk. And this haste is going to be stolen right in front of Rally. He, too, will fall. And, you know, it's a matter of time before a big fight came and happened here with these lineups. And, well, we got it there. I think Mint comes out on top here.
Yeah, they do. And it's kind of, I think, WOP Dash is getting a little bit too impatient. They're not fighting the best openings. They're going on Rhapsody 2 times in a row, and 2 times it backfired. I mean, blink in with rally, then his stun and compel, or blink and compel is on cooldown. Same with Magnus stunning in for the last hit, and Blitz 2 using his stun. So they use everything, and then Probus just, okay, they used everything, I'm gonna come in and pick my target, and same with the Lodestone, and then they just pick off the people that are out of position and have their escape and stun abilities used already. So they come out ahead because they're more patient, and it's well played from them, more composed.
Absolutely was, and you see Pebbles up here at the top lane. He's looking to feed off of this now. Really kind of keep the momentum going. It says so much for being 1-0-1. Now he's 3-0-4. So obviously has really stepped up very well here. You got Ravener meanwhile. Continuing to farm away at the bottom lane. Is being protected. Blitz nearby. So Ravener trying to finish what would be a shrunken head, I'm sure. And yeah, that's both teams are really going to like shrunken heads here, no doubt. Pebbles also, of course, getting his own. As we do see here, I'm guessing Madman is going to be working towards that. Yeah, Denver Pro, he's at least recovered a little bit. 200 plus gold per minute now. Working towards that shrunken as mentioned and doing what he can for the time being. But Glowstone picked up on Rally meanwhile. That's Staff of the Master.
Yeah, huge item. I like it, especially with the start he's at. So it's a good pickup if he can get to it. And Ravana is working towards Shrunken Head, so I think they're trying to slow the game down a bit and farm a couple more core items and try and go for some safer ganks compared to those 5-on-5 clashes.
More Veiled Rot. Seen a lot of that here, pointing out.
Yeah.
Got Lodestone trying to find an opportunity with it. This time he looks like he wants to go mid. Yeah, they're going to go mid big time. Definitely a dead rally.
Yep.
Find the kill.
It's a good gank. Well played. And they could honestly look to push, but looks like they're going to go for Conqueror.
Oh, at least they'll get Rhapsody, but yeah, Conqueror is still going to be wide open here. And especially here like Madman, despite a slower start. Pretty good at killing Conqueror.
Yep.
Oh, melee doesn't help though.
Yeah, they're all gonna get slammed. What's this called? But should be a Conquer kill for them. And I guess Pebbles is gonna take the token here.
Pebbles, you take anything or Madman?
I think Pebbles, but okay, Madman's gonna take it. I mean, Madman doesn't really offer anything or too much yet. Let me not nothing, but his damage output is quite minimal right now.
I
Pebbles
agree.
is much more important. But I guess he just picked up a Shrunken Head, so he's basically saying, okay, I'm not gonna die. I should be fine. So you go ahead and pick that up.
You know what I just it just hit me that this idea to maybe more insight on the Madman is there is that deadlift Madman combination. The idea if he gets a Staff of the Master, very strong synergy with the deadlift resurrection. It allows Madman to, buy that time to die in a safe spot, get rezzed, and come back into the fight pretty quickly. So maybe that was some of the intention too with the Madman pick.
That's true.
As that final.
Could be for sure. We've seen it before, especially just when Deadlift came out as well and was played a lot more. But he had his time at least. This duo here, and we see it here again. Yeah.
Rally making up some farm in the bottom lane. Not really making up again. He's overall been doing pretty well. He actually has gone down a little bit. He was up that 400 mark, about 325 or so. Still pretty solid overall, of course. But gotta say, I'm a little surprised at how content this Legion team is, especially at just kind of doing the farm thing. Ravener's been doing a lot of it. It's just a lot more passive playstyle than what I would have expected. Especially getting the portal key to go with the other Parasite here.
That's true. But considering the start that Madman has had, I think it's honestly alright to just keep farming. It should be alright, but after that fight in the mid top river here, I think they got a bit too far behind. So Hillpoint farms faster than them, even though they are farming. They just have too many levels and items, so they simply get behind from this point on, just stagnant farming, both teams. So yeah, with that in mind, I guess they should try and look for some fights, but now that they have the token, it's kind of, you can't really fight into this at the moment. Token and Deadlift, it's too much. Deadlift also has a very idle, so...
Oh, wow. That's a good item to have, especially if you're going to be pushing like this. Great against this Legion team, too. So
yeah, it is, yeah. especially against Magnus, who's almost has his portal key. So he gotta be very careful with his Roshan and not using it onto that, I think.
Now, I'm right to believe that, yeah, no, that like Ravener with being superior magic damage, it goes through Barrier Auto, right? It doesn't actually it's not absorbed by it. It's just straight up magic damage that's absorbed. You're not confident, okay?
I'm not entirely sure on that, no, because it's still magic damage and it absorbs magic damage. I know it's superior, but I think that just means that it goes through like magic immunity. I think it still absorbs. That's my.
Oh, you know what? Actually, the more I'm thinking about it, yeah, no, that kind of makes sense then, because the idea that it's still mitigated by Mystic Vestments.
Yeah.
So, okay, no, I'm wrong on that then. No, definitely. Okay, glad we
I know
clarified.
that when I play Myrmidon, for instance, I've told him if someone picks Ravenor, I want to play Myrmidon, and then I'm just gonna sit on him no matter what GPM he has. You slow him, and then you have a lot of magic armor from your ultimate. So every time he's forced to focus you, and he doesn't deal that much damage, and that's a support knocking down a hard carry for a long time. And, it's kind of a little bit of counter to it.
Whenever I play Myrmidon, those words.
No, I mean, whenever someone picks Ravenor, pick me Myrmidon. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah.
Yeah, that never really happened.
Nope,
It's been a long time at least.
It's been a long time. Yeah. No, there was a time where Ravenor was really good and picked the TMM all the time. That's where I figured, okay, I'm picking Myrmidon every single time.
Big fight here bottom lane, by the way. Magnus comes in with the Eruption, but damage already done. They got to pick on a rally. Now he bites back immediately. Looking to come back in the fight, but he saw Shadowstorm activated there, but he realized, okay, not worth it. They bought back. Let's just fall back here.
Yeah.
And be happy with it.
So, yeah, that's again another win from in there. And Parasite is actually not going the puzzle build. I guess Pebbles has the ultimate bones already, and there's a deadlift in the game, I guess. So he's focused more on these auras, the Bulwark, the Abyssal, which is not bad, but it's a little bit sad that you can't go for the puzzle box on a hero like Parasite.
Yeah, that's understandable. As you're talking about, figures wants more of the aura style instead, so good to have, but no puzzle box. Lose out on some extra gank potential even, getting such an item here. But after this reset now, you see bigger and better items coming out here for Fresh. God, nearly 600 gold per minute for Pebbles, by the way. Not a hero necessarily known for flash farming, but I guess Alk Bones and just the start in general kind of helps with all that, but still.
Yeah, I think the Ultra Bones after, 5 minutes, and then feeding onto the Magnus there in the beginning, and then everything hasn't died yet. That kind of has that effect on you. So, yeah, at the same time, we'll play from ProBask, but with a start like that, I mean, it's hard to disappoint, I would say.
Got top lane up here. They're just waiting around, being like, "Come on, bite on this creep wave here." Yeah. Some nice farm to be had, but as we see, there's really no one in the area. Looks like Pebbles might be coming over here now, but it's probably going to be too late.
I'd say at this point in the game, whenever your top tier 1 is being pushed as Hellborn, you should always think twice about defending it, because it's in such a difficult spot up here. There's really no backup. There's just this tower, and 25 minutes into the game, I mean, the tower almost doesn't do anything. People simply have too much life and deal too much damage, so it's not that significant. So you should be careful of not TPing into a bad situation.
Rally of the Staff and the Master has got to be coming up here. Again, only 800 gold saved. Oh, I guess he did buy back, actually, so that makes a little more sense. And yeah, the GPM has dropped, so never mind. Staff's probably still a little bit of ways away here, unfortunately. I also think you could argue that maybe hindsight, sure, but Shrunken Head have stressed how big that's going to be against this Hellborn team in general. Maybe it would have been better off going for that instead. It could still go that, actually. You know, Glowstone's not bad to have by itself, but might be more useful than the Staff at this point. But for right now, not sure exactly what he may look to do. As the middle tower, though, secondary tower here on the side of WOP Dash, it's going to be easily pushed. And there we go, getting destroyed. So now they're going to start breaking the base. Even Onslaught used right here. Wow. Onslaught's strong, man. Tower just melts.
Damage. They have to do something here.
Nope, they get it. Here we go, Rally. He's going to catch Dilip, but that's a tanky target, man. In fact, Ravener Oh no, he followed it up as if there was going to be more initiation, but he ties as a result of that. Pebbles in the background takes out Magnus there. Ravender does buy back immediately, but yeah, you can tell Wapdash not on the same page at all right there. However, this is a big jump. Seismic Semi couldn't get it off, however. He gets stunned in the process. It was lining up so beautifully, and now Ravender once again lost in the front lines. He is going to buy the time to fall back here. He has 115 charges. He gets comboed, though, and he dies again. The dieback is real. Rally buys back for the second time. Wapdash on its last leg here. So desperate. Unfortunately, Fresh is just they have such a huge lead now. Probably not coming back from this one. It looks like Fresh could be on the verge of getting their matchup against Sync Esports in those finals. So Wapdash, nothing to be ashamed about by any means. Valiant effort and great team to get this far in the process. And like I said, they'll still have a bronze match to be played. The Pebbles really live there. Wow. GD well play called. But yeah, they will still have that bronze match now to play against Complexity, actually, on the following Sunday here. But our finals matchup will be Sync Esports versus Fresh in a best-of-3 to determine the Deadeye Bounty League Season 2 champion. So congratulations to Fresh here. Near, final thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I think this game 3 they really made a statement that is, I mean, they played really well, more composed. WOP never found a really good initiation, and they simply went in too hasty in many of the cases, whereas Probus was sitting back, waiting for the perfect opportunity, and just comboed people and made sure every time he went in, someone died on Legion, and that's what you want. And the same with Different Guy. They were coordinating that beautifully. And I know Slaska didn't have the best score, 2, 5, and 4, but he was honestly baiting Wapdash to go on him so many times that they used 3 stunts, and then after that they lost the fight because they used so much to kill a hard support Rhapsody. So still big props to him as well for honestly baiting all that out, even though you can't really see it on the stats. So interesting series overall, and Wapdash is definitely an interesting team to watch, and also a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, definitely with you there. I mean, they're one of these teams. Like I said, it's kind of fun to experience these teams that kind of pop up almost, it seems like, out of nowhere, and that's definitely what they really were here. But they are going to come up short as far as making the dream run all the way to the finals. But like I said, they still got the bronze match, no matter even how they do in that. Some good momentum going into these now upcoming playoffs just around the corner here for Hunter Season 4. So that's what I also feel like it's safe to say, a lot of teams are kind of using this event as to kind of just keep warm, keep in practice, leading to that event really in the long run. So, Wapdash at least still has all that to feel good about, I'm sure. And that's a good thing for them. But Mint on the other side of it, too. Speaking of another team that also is going to be a dangerous one moving forward here, they're going to be the team to go to the finals to face Sync Esports in what should be a great best-of-3. So definitely props to Fresh here as well. A lot of people may have written them off to an extent as far as a team that has a chance over others in these playoffs and whatnot coming up. But clearly showing here that they, too, are going to be ones to reckon with. So, all right. Our day, though, is coming to a conclusion. Had a couple longer series here on both of these days, but definitely entertaining, of course, in the end. So congratulations to especially Fresh and Sync, but also Complexity and Wapdash. Again, they will be playing next Sunday, that is, as well. So speaking of that, guys, next Sunday, the playoffs do continue, so we're going to be off until then, about a week here. Well, a week break, really. Then we'll be coming back. It'll be the bronze match to kick it off at 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time, and then, of course, that'll be followed by the finals at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2100 Central European Time. And then the playoffs are going to be taking place a couple weekends from then. So good time on ahead of this next month or so. Going to be a lot of fun here. But Nir, I do want to thank you once again, of course, for joining me. We had a couple of humps here today, hiccups, but we made it. We made it through, and overall a great finish here. But, yeah, any shout-outs, anything else you want to say?